this is the first time international they're having for this webinar. Number two, he's mentioned about since they're still on the Eid Mubarak situation, as an organization, they would like to say congratulations for all the Muslims having Ramadan and Eid Mubarak, and he's introduced himself as a national referee, as an organizer this event. So that is the opening remark from Randy. Now I'll be the moderator for this event. I would like to say hello first to everyone. Good afternoon, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I would like to welcome you to all to our Awaba International webinar with the theme, the struggle, the tears, the success story behind one of the best Fiba referees. So that is the theme for event today. So like Randy said, basically the purpose is to give it motivation to the all young potential referee that to achieve what you guys achieve right now is not easy. A lot of things need to be done, a lot of hard work, a lot of many things to be done. So hopefully with your knowledge, with your experiences, with everything you had to share with the young potential referee, then they can be motivated to become one of the best referee like you guys here. So this webinar organized by AWABA, Jakarta Basketball Referee Association. Let me introduce myself. Myself is Ibnu Susilo. I'll be the moderator for this event. Currently, I'm a FIBA commissioner. I'm also a FIBA technical delegate. Then I hope I can be a good organizer to maintain this event. Then it's an honor also, I would like to introduce our speaker. It's an honor and pleasure. We have Sir Bong Pascual be with us already today. Welcome, Sir Bong, one more time. Also, we have Mr. Sir Jung Yu. We also have from Taiwan, Sir Bong from Philippines, and Sir Prida Mongme from Thailand. Welcome, to our webinar. It's really pleasure and an honor you be with us because you sacrifice your personal time, your family time maybe on Sunday, and you're willing to come to our webinar. Is really pleasure and honor, sir. In the same time, I would like to welcome also our special guest, is basketball expert, our senior, one of the most experienced, one of the best commissioner, Mr. Nobu Hashimoto from Japan. We also would like to welcome all the FIBA referee and all the referee who's attending this seminar. Before we start it, there's several rules I would like to remind to everyone to make sure that this webinar runs smoothly. There's several has been sharing by the committee actually, but I would like to just remind a few things. Number one, please make sure that when you appear on the screen with your name and the country, why is it? It's easier for us to remember you, to acknowledge you, to know you that, let's say, Ibnu from Indonesia, Mr. Prida from Thailand, and so on and so on. This is good to get to know each other. And if is it possible, if your camera have no problem, we would like to encourage you to make sure your camera on so we can interact through the video is good. Then try to mute yourself when other people are speaking, especially when the speaker are having a session. Make sure you mute yourself. Then when you have, of course, when you have a question and answer after the moderator give you a chance to ask a question, you can unmute yourself. Okay, then the event itself will be divided into 4 sessions. The first session will be presentation from all our speakers, starting with Sir Bong Pascual from Philippines. About 20 minutes, he will share about his knowledge, his starting point as a referee, and so on until the top, and so on and so on. Then the second session, Mr. Jung Yu from Taiwan, he will share about his experience, his knowledge, then how he's feeling to be assigned as a Olympic referee in Tokyo. This is a huge thing. Then I hope they can motivate the young referee. And also the third one is Sir Prida Mongme from Thailand, who will share also that he's been so many times in FIBA level 1 competition, in the World Cup as well. so you can share your knowledge and your career and everything. So yeah, again, to motivate and make sure that the young referee follow the path of the successful referee. Then the second session, the third session, and the fourth session will be question and answer. I'm gonna give it 6 participants at each session to ask the question. Then you can address the question in one specific speaker or 3 of them. Yeah, the third session, or another 6 participants, you can ask the question. And the last one, the fourth session, also 6 participants to ask the question. How do you ask the question? I would like, after they finish the first session, I would like you to type your name and from which country. Then if you want to ask a question, please make sure you tell us to ask the question. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Sir Bong Pascual, Sir Jungyu, and Sir Prida to start the session. Sir Bong Pascual, the time and the mic is yours.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Bong Pascual, Philippines. Hi, I will share the screen so we can start with my experience. Okay, everybody can see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, introduction, Ferdinand Bong Pascual, Fiba referee. Okay, I started as a basketball enthusiast since 1996. I started as a table officials, timer, scorer, assistant scorer, shot clock operator. Started my training to be a basketball referee also. And then 1997, 1999, attended basketball officiating seminars. I took my FIBA license as a local referee. Okay, in our region. Okay, and then after that, I started referee in our local leagues, the schools, companies, the commercial, and then the first opportunity, they invited me to officiate the national finals intercollegiate in Laguna, some province here in Region 4, and then made the history as the first local referee to officiate the championship game. They said from province and not from Manila, not national referee. Okay, in 2000, invited me to join the national referee training in Manila. Became a licensed national referee. Officiated national games. We have some UAAP, NCAA, NCRA, CUSA, and NSBC, and more. And then in 2002, I had the opportunity, gave me the opportunity to take the FIBA exam. I took my FIBA license in Taipei, Taiwan. It's Jungyu's birthplace. Became the youngest FIBA referee in my time at the age of 32. Okay, and then I started as a clinician. And in 2003, it's my first international competition as a FIBA referee in Hong Kong. The Super Kung Siong Cup International Basketball Invitation. It's not a FIBA competition, but it's an international competition, invitational. In 2004, this is my first officiating career. I start in FIBA. They said ABC. They call it ABC, but they introduced the FIBA Asia. They call it now the FIBA Asia Championship under 18. They introduced also in Bangalore, India, and this is my first time. That was my first time and they gave me the opportunity to officiate the final game together with Yasir from Qatar. During that time, it's only two-person officiating. Okay, our technical head during that time is Mr. Colonel Lee. It's if I can remember, it's Korea versus Iran, and Iran won only by 1 point in the final game. And the sad moment, maybe some of you remember how our federation suspended in 2006. I think Mr. Hashimoto can remember that. Okay, and I received my first FIBA World nomination in Women's Championship in Russia, but because of the suspension of our federation, they canceled also my nomination. I supposed to leave to let's say this day. Tonight is my flight. My flight, and then in the morning, the FIBA called my federation. They said your federation is suspended. Also, referee suspended. He don't need to go to Russia. So that's my I think in my part I thought it was my end of my career. And then also in 2006 I decided to move in as a professional basketball referee. They hired me as a professional basketball referee in PBA, Philippine Basketball Association, until 2012. And then in 2012 I decided to concentrate more in FIBA. I retired as a PBA referee or a professional referee in 2012. Then my experience as a FIBA referee when I was still in PBA, 2007 and 2009, I officiated the Jones Cup tournament, invitational tournament in Taipei, Taiwan. In 2010, Asian Games in Guangzhou, China. I'm still in PBA during that time, but a small opportunity because in PBA we need a full-time referee, and also I received some nomination, the FIBA Asia Championship for Men in Tokushima, Japan, where Mr. Hashimoto and I celebrated my birthday there in Tokushima. Stankovic Cup in Beirut, Lebanon, and the ABA Championship in Haining, China. In 2011, FIBA Asia Champions Cup, I think in Manila during that time. Arab Games in Doha, Qatar, and officiated the finals, where I met the late our Secretary General. In 2012, I started to officiate the Asian Basketball League and also the West Asian Basketball Association, the WABA, FIBA Asia Cup in Tokyo, Japan, and luckily I officiated also the final match. 2013, I think, what can I say? This is the boom of my career, or the luckiest year, the 2013. FIBA Asia Championship for men in Manila, officiated the bronze medal match. FIBA Asia Championship for women in Bangkok, Thailand. Is it correct, Frida? Is it in Bangkok 2013? Because I don't remember. It's officiated also the final match. China Basketball
in Bangkok.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm right. The Chinese Basketball Association, or the CBA. So I officiated also the finals. They invited me from the semifinals until the finals. I think I'm the first Filipino to officiate the final of the CBA. Because before they took some foreign referee in Europe, and East Asian Games in Tianjin, China, also officiated the final game. In 2014, this is a very memorable experience. The FIBA World Cup for men in Madrid, Spain, officiated the quarterfinal match between USA and Lithuania. In 2015, I received another nomination in U19 Championship for men in Athens, Greece. Officiated semifinal match USA versus Greece. They almost they upset in, almost lost for the USA team, but here and there. After that, the FIBA Asia Championship for men in Changsha, China. In 2016, oh wow, this is Olympics. Rio Olympics in Brazil, officiated women's semifinal match USA versus France. In 2017, FIBA Eurobasket, I'm one of the most lucky referee because they started to take some foreign referee outside Europe, and also Kato from Japan. We met in Turkey. The FIBA Asia Cup in Beirut, Lebanon, officiated the final match. Asia Champions Cup in Zhengzhou, China. In 2018, it's Asian Games in Jakarta. Officiated the final match. All terrible experience. It's very hard game. 2018, until present, hired technical head and supervisor of official in Philippine basketball. So I'm until now. I'm in PBA right now. I'm the technical head and supervisor of officials. In 2019, okay, the FIBA World Cup in China, I officiated the bronze medal game between France and Australia. And the U19 World Championship in Athens, Greece, again, officiated a quarter-final match. Okay, in 2020, I received nomination in Tokyo Olympics, but this is the sad moment now. Because of the coronavirus, the COVID-19 virus, they decided to cancel it, and they said they will push in 2021, but they said they will call it still the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. But I don't know if the FIBA will include me in the same pool, but I hope so. Maybe yes, because I'm still my age is still not over the limit. So that's my experience. That's how I start. I started as a referee. How now and up to now. Okay, I'm very happy because all my kids they finish the schools because of officiating. I quit my job in a hospital, okay, as a nursing aide, and I chooses to be a FIBA referee. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoy listening to my experience. Thank you, and God bless us all. Stay safe, stay healthy.
Thank you so much, Sir Bong. It was impressive CV. It was amazing. I believe almost everyone of each one of us is dreaming to be there with you. Yeah, that is from Sir Bong Pascual. Now I would like to invite Sir Jung Yu to share the story behind your success as a FIBA referee. Please, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you, Ibnu. And thank you, Bone. Thank you, Prita, and thank you, everyone. And it's my pleasure to be here to share with all my experience. And I think that's a short story. I got my FIBA license in 2012 in Tokyo. So that's the really starting of
You
our
like
FIBA.
to share your screen, sir?
Yeah.
You like to share your presentation?
Actually, I don't have a presentation, but I have my details
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
FIBA life.
But it's
Okay.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Wait a moment. Okay. Okay. That's me.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Okay. If you want contact with me, there's my email. Okay, you can check. Okay. Before 2012, I'm only a national referee in Taiwan, and because I love basketball and I played in college and my high school. And after, okay, I just shortly introduce my FIBA. Okay. After 2012, I got my first nomination from Southeast Southeast Asia, the SEA Games in Myanmar. And then that's my first neutral referee nomination in Myanmar. So that's the first nomination, and that's memorable. And then I got the nomination from the Fiba under 18 in 2014, and that's in that's in Malaysia. And 2015, the Guangzhou University, and as a team referee. And luckily in 2016, I got an assignment from the FIBA Asia to the Stan Coffee Cup in the Bangkok. I think pre-that you also there, right? Okay. And then in the same year, uh, I had my first nomination to the FIBA Asia Men's Tournament. That's the FIBA Asia Challenge Cup in Iran. And I think Bong just ignored this tournament. You forget it? We first made it right there, and that's really fantastic tournament, and that's my critical years of that. And 2017, CBA Championship neutral referee in Manila, and 2017 Universia in Taipei, of course. And 2017 Asia Cup for women, and I'm the team referee. And also 2017 Asia Champions Cup in Chenzhou, China. So it looks the 2017 is my big years. And the for me the unique one is uh all the FIBA elite referee we just participated in the fantastic moment of in the basketball history. That's the new competition system of the FIBA, starting from the 2017, and it's really my pleasure and my honor to be to with the to be the nominated referee as a very first one World Cup qualifier with Bon Pascual in New Zealand in 2017 November, and that's really we hit the history. In 2018, it's really lucky I got my first nomination from the FIBA and to the Women World Cup in Tenerife, Spain, and luckily I I had the games in semifinal and the final. In 2019, I went to the Hirakulan and I got also the assignment to the final for the U19. And of course, I lose one game, is especially in the same year 2019 in China, Beijing, and Bong and me, we were in the World Cup, and it's really fantastic, and also a little sad because that's 2020. That's my first assignment from FIBA to the Olympic, but unfortunately because of the coronavirus, so we have to delay that. But I believe we will recover soon. Okay. Okay. Now I want to speak some story from my basketball life. And my referee life was starting in the college, and while still I was a player. I began to study rules and mechanics because we suffered a lot of problems on the court while we are playing. So I started to 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 start. Okay. So I have to say it wasn't so hard for me because of the basketball knowledge starting from playing and watching games. Then I started to become a table official during my several summer vacations. I watched hundreds games in 2 weeks. So for every years lasting for 4 years. So that's almost thousands games. So that's very important. So you need to watch it again as many as you possible. Okay, from there I imitated and practiced how to be a referee as good as possible. And that was my 2002 2004. So I was starting in my college, and then during that time I got my first referee license of level B in my federation. After graduating, luckily I had a lot of games in Taiwan. So from the junior high school, high school game, college, and in 2006, um, I was nominated for the final of the National College Division One. So while that time I was 25 years old. So it's really impressive. So that's my national referee's life top. And let and after that, I kept climbing higher and higher, and by studying, researching from my federation, and I think for everyone, that's always uh, a narrow goal for the FIBA referee, because um, because there are so many good referee in your country, and you need to compete with land and try to get outstanding, and then you will move on. So for me, uh, in 2008, National Clinic in Taiwan, I just I was selected from 140 candidates, become a level A referee in Taiwan. So that's very important for me because while that years I only 20 26 years old. So I still young, and I still can can do a lot of things to moving forward. Okay. So finally, uh, of course, I said I got my FIBA license in 2012. That's really amazing year, and I think I think during the clinic in Tokyo, I I met a lot of candidates from other countries in the Asia, and I learned a lot from them, and especially the attitude. So I really like the clinic, and also the most lucky things because I knew the Lobo and the Kalali from Malaysia. So they just help everybody to try to attain, try to achieve your goal. So I think I'm lucky to mainland right there. Okay, everything looks so smooth and easy, but that's really cost me everything. My time, my energy, and all my heart. And there were uncountable sweat gradients and during my growth. Unfortunately, the only thing you can do is swallow it and transform into your power. Okay, now I got the FIBA license. The biggest critical timing is 2015, Guangzhou University. That was the first time to meet Carl. And while you facing, I think maybe you can ask Bone. You feel the feeling is very strong and weird because it seems he can read all your minds and all your words in your heart. So it's really very first time to meet him. And we met again in Tenerife, Spain. That's another story. Yeah. Okay. From this year, 2015 to 2016, that was an important season in my basketball league, and also the important big years of my basketball life, because I have to make a decision to stay with the basketball or get a big offer from the new job in China. So because I just finished a long suspension from my federation due to a big issue. Here I use the issue. I want to use the mistake because we just do some decision on the basketball on my professional league court with my crew, but unfortunately, um, the result is not so good after the game. So it was such a frustration for me, and because we thought that we just did the right thing on the court. What is the right thing? We gave the 3 technical foul and the 2 unsportsmanlike foul in 2 quarters. So that means big punch to the teams. So uh, after we review the game and take a brief, we really just follow the rules, and but the result is the result was we still suspended due to the pressure from the social media. So that's a critical point for me, because I have to think about, okay, if I stay in basketball, now I'm suspended. Could I just reopen the door and moving forward to the next stage if I'm in this situation? And while at the same time, I got a big offer from China company. So if I just give up the basketball and fly to China, I can I can have a better life. So that's really a critical point. And and every time you suffer this kind of situation, and you will feel confused and you feel tired. But I want to tell everybody, just follow your mind, because you won't know what will happen next moment. Just right this moment, I got a nomination from the SIBA. That's the 2016 Scientific Cup in Bangkok. That's the qualified to the Asian Challenge Cup. And my federation just say no, no, we won't let this guy to go to Bangkok until last moment, because the chief of the commissioner in Taiwan, he said, okay, let him go. Maybe that's his last one. so so luckily, I went to the Bangkok and have a good game, and I have a good and standard performance right there. And that's the moment I think, okay, maybe that's really my last tournament. Yeah, really. But you know, I feel confused. I struggle for my life because I'm a civil engineer. I need to work a long time for the structure, for the buildings. So after the tournament, I even don't think about that I can get the next nomination, and maybe my referee life just finished. But who knows? I just I just think about that, and I got another nomination from the Fiba Asia. That's the Asia Challenge Cup in Iran. So that's really exciting, and because of the nomination, I decided not to go to work in China. So I I just refused the offer, and I said to my federation, okay, I want to try my best to to go to this game. And during this game, I made bone, I made rubber, I made a lot of uh, elite, unique referees, and they just bringing a lot of things. And luckily, uh, I have the games in quarterfinal and semifinal. You know, this is the first division of men's game in Asia, so that's my starting. And after this tournament, I knew the heroes, and I know the FIBA Asia, I know the system, I knew a lot of TD, commissioner, instructor, and they really gave me a lot of advice and opinions, and even some helps. So I'm really lucky. So after that, that's all you know, and I went to the 2018 Women World Cup, and I reached the final. Uh, I think I think this is just the beginning and the experience. But for me, uh, I think the most important things to these big games is I can I can ask a lot of questions to the elite referees. I can observe all the games on spots, and you can even argue with these elite referees off the court. That's really fantastic. So I think that's my little story. And at last, I want to share something to everybody. You know, everything has its first time, no doubts. And the memory of the first time is always wonderful. For me, the first time to get my FIBA license, first time to get the nomination from FIBA, and first time went to FIBA Asia Cup, under 19 Women World Cup, or Men's World Cup. Even now, I got the nomination to the Olympic. But I think we have to be ready all the time. Then you could catch your first time, and hope everybody can get your own fantastic first time and try to achieve more and more. Thank you, everybody.
All right, Sir Jung Yu, thank you so much. There's a up and down story about your success story, yeah. So it can be a very good lesson for the potential young referee. Do not giving up, yeah, from the band, from the very frustrating moment, from the lowest part up all the way to the top with the elite referee. All right, our last speaker is Mr. Preda Mome from Thailand. He's one of the youngest FIBA elite referees, I think. He's one of the racing stars. He's been in so many FIBA Level 1 tournament, and also he's been World Cup. Yeah, I would like to please Mr. Prida to share your thought about your story. Thank you.
Good afternoon again, everybody. I'm Prida Mongmi from Thailand. Uh, I would like to show my presentation. Oh, okay, can you see my presentation now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm Prida Mumi from Thailand, and I would like to thank you, the organization of Indonesia referee, especially Jakarta Referees Association, for inviting me to this webinar. So I would like to start with my background. I grew up in a basketball family. I was a basketball player. I was basketball coach, but in the university level, I am a bachelor degree of law, master degree of law, international law, and now I am a PhD candidate, sport management. And yes, I am a basketball referee. I'm a pharmacy owner, and also I'm a part-time lecturer at the university, which I am studying, Burapha University. And my experience start as a referee, national level. I officiate in the youth championship, youth, uh, Thailand Youth National Game. I officiate in senior championship, a major and professional basketball Thailand. Maybe you can heard PBL, Thailand Basketball League. In Thailand, we have a professional league not long ago. 6 years ago, we started to have professional league. And in 2010, I I am a Fiba referee. I officiate in youth championship, senior championship with my friend 2013 with Bong in Bangkok, Fiba Asia Championship for women, and also Yu Young from Taipei. We met each other also in Merely, right? No, not Merely. You were not in Merely because you don't officiate the women's game. But we met in Myanmar. And if I count how many games I have officiated, there's so many. In international level, I have been officiated maybe hundreds now. ABL, SIBA, FIBA, FIBA World, FIBA Asia, East Asia. But if you are talking about my national level, I have been officiated also 100 because I start officiate the youth, the high school student, high school basketball. And maybe in my city, I'm lucky because my father, he is a basketball commissioner. He's a FIBA commissioner. Maybe a lot of friends know him, Dr. Patum Mongmi. And he also worked with the federation before we call Basketball Association of Thailand, BAT. But I think maybe it's 8 years ago, seven or 8 years ago, we have a situation in our federation to group fighting, and now we have new federation. Since that time, we have new federation, BSAT, BSAT, Basketball Sport Association of Thailand. But that can be the most difficult time because Thailand basketball have been sanctioned, suspended by FIBA. It's been about 1 year. It's been about a year, but luckily that time not much competition, so it did not affect us a lot as a referees. And beside referee, I am a basketball referee instructor. but in the university level, in my especially in my university, Burapha University. And now I have been invited by TBL, Thailand Basketball League, to be the referee working team. So sometimes when they have when they're confused about rules, sometimes they ask me, they send me some video, and we discuss, and we have maybe some when I met with brother Bong, big brother, sometimes I ask, that is the question from the federation or the league, how to become a referee. I have to say act of God and destiny. When I was kid, when I was in primary school, I never want to be a basketball player, or I never want to be a basketball referee, because when I was in primary school, I play soccer. I only play soccer because in my school we don't have basketball court. Everybody just plays soccer. All the boys just play soccer. Basketball is something else, something outside my mind. But like I said, I grew up in the basketball family, and when I was kid, I discussed with my dad, and I said, basketball is not good because basketball player have low salary comparing with soccer player like in England Premier League. They have a lot of money. I don't want to be. I don't want to play basketball. But I have been around with basketball since since I was born, October 6, 1987. Since that time, I was with basketball all the time, because my dad worked with the federation, and Thailand we host a lot of competition. Thailand we have so much competition, FIBA Asia, SIBA, or international level, and in that time nobody is with me at home because my parent is working at the competition, helping to make the competition successful. So I have to be with them. I stay at the hotel. I spend the whole day at the hotel while my father is at the court, my mom is at the office, and I met a lot of national player. Some of your Indonesian player now become a referee. That time they're still player, they're still young, and I am very young that time. I could not speak English that time. I can say only yes, no, thank you. That's it. In Asian game, the 13th Asian game, I was a ball boy. That time I was fifth grade, and my father brought me to the Asian game. That is my first Asian game, and he gave me a job. He said, "You get the ball at the court. You become ball boy, because in tennis they have ball boy, but in basketball we don't have ball boy. So start first. Maybe I think I am the only ball boy in basketball court in Thailand. And after that, when I was eighth grade, my father is asking me to become a LO, liaison officer. I was taking care of the Korean national team, the women team. That time was ABC also. Maybe I met with Bong. You're not there. Because I don't remember the ABC championship for women. I think 20 years ago in Bangkok. Because I don't recognize you. And after the LO job passed, it was a successful because I got $200 from the from Korean team, or $200, and that time 50 baht per dollar. Oh, it's a lot of money. But that time I with my parents the bed rate. So that basketball became part of my life because uh, start from eighth grade, I played basketball school. I was playing the junior high school player and high school player. And when I was in in university, I played for my dad. My dad was the head coach of this university. And I played in university 2 years because when I study the third year in university, now my major in law, they start to have class around 4 p.m. because they have to combine the group of students to have enough in a room. So I have less time practice. And the rule of my dad is if you don't practice, you cannot play. If you are very good, you are a national team, but if you don't practice, if you don't have time to practice, you cannot play in his team. So I decided to become a referee at the practice time because they don't it's not much referee at the university. So I just use my a little bit knowledge of rules, but I have been with basketball. I know some rule, but the mechanic I don't know. And at the practice, nobody care about the mechanics. You just blow the whistle and show foul. I don't know type of foul at that time. I don't know. I just call and I said foul. Okay, red ball, blue ball. That's it. And my father he have a basketball tournament. He organized this tournament for like more than 30 years, and he used the university student, his player and his student to organize this tournament. They call Bang San Classic. This tournament, I think, is older than me. Now I'm 33, but this tournament is more than 33 years, so it's older than me. And every weekend, when I was kid, I have to be at the court, staying. My father stay at the court the whole day. My mom is very mad because she doesn't know that when he's gonna come back, and everybody is waiting to have dinner. But it's been part of my life. I mean, basketball, and uh, the second year in university, one day at this tournament at Bangsan Classic, one referee came late and I was there. And my dad said, "Can you officiate?" I said, "Huh? Are you sure?" He said, "Yeah, can you officiate?" I said, "Okay, why not?" But I don't know the mechanic. I don't know the mechanic. I don't know foul. And one of my senior, he's a player, and he also my senior. He said, "Don't worry. That time they used two-person officiating." And he told me, whenever you call foul, you become neutral. Whenever you call foul, you become neutral. You just follow me. I will guide you where to run, where to go. And if you see foul, you just call. That time I show the signal of traveling. Traveling is like this. But that time I go like this, opposite way. And after the game, he said, "This is traveling." And after the traveling signal, you show this, the, the arrow. But if I do this after the signal, I show this is traveling. It's the referees. And after that game, I start officiate every week because the Bangsan Classic tournament they play every week, every weekend for the high school student in the east of Thailand, and that is the act of God. I never want to be the referees, and because of the God and my destiny, He choose He choose me to be a referee. And many of my friends, I heard they have a difficult time. Uh, Bong, you have a sad moment. Yu Yong, you have a sad moment. But I don't call that a sad moment for me. I call it is a challenge. It's a challenge for me. I can be disappointed. I can disappointed, but I don't cry. I have no tear. But sometimes I cry because of my wife. Sometimes she mad at me, or when we were boyfriend and girlfriend, she she did not accept my love. So that made me cry. But disappointment in basketball. I never cry because of basketball. I feel that if I fail, I get up, and that is a challenge. And the challenge for me is mental and physical. It took me 3 times to be a FIBA referee. In 2008, I went to Macau. Uh, I met I met with Steve Go Posing, and Philip, and Alice from Macau. I went there. I failed because at that time I feel I analyze my failure, and I think I don't have enough preparation. Nobody instruct me about right or wrong, uh, right or wrong test, because before in FIBA they have Assist magazine, and in Assist magazine they have right or wrong rule that you can study. I don't know that. I don't know that you have a physical fitness test, 86 lab, the beep test. So the first time, oh, this is the test. All I know, the physical fitness test is run, just run. But I don't know the beep test. So that time I failed. The next year, the test in Bangkok, uh, I failed also in physical fitness test. But the third time in Thailand again, but in my hometown, I prepared very well. I After Mr. Lupo told us the answer after the test, 25 questions. I I I got 24 question correct, only one wrong. That's it. And uh, in the interview, because in Thailand English is very difficult. It's a hard time for Thai referees. I start to become referee when I was 22, no, 20, late 21 years old. And I was the youngest FIBA referee in Thailand. Many people is jealous about me. They keep asking the federation why? Because they are older, they have more experience. But at that time, the federation said, FIBA, they want young and potential referee, because if you are old, they have only maybe 15 years to use. But if they got the young referee, maybe they can use them maybe 20 years, 30 years. It depends on their age, not more than 50. So my challenge is mental and physical. When I said mental, as referee, you need to have an active and right mindset. Active mindset, right mindset. I cannot say that my mindset is the right one, but you have to find what mindset is the right one. It's properly the right mindset is the good one, not the bad one. And mentor is motivation. The motivation, it can be by yourself, from yourself, your family, your friends, your colleague, whatever. But the most important for me is the motivation from yourself, because you you yourself is you stay with yourself 24 hours a day and 365 days a year. Every second, every minute, you stay with yourself. And I use 3 second rules in my family. Not 3 second violation, but 3 second rules. It means 3 second rule for my family is when we mad at each other, or we do something wrong, or we disappoint at something, that feeling stay only 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, gone. We move on. When you fail, you disappointed, somebody can cry, only 3 seconds, and then move on. Now my next challenge is the physical fitness test. Physical fitness is a lot big challenge for me. Because I like to watch TV. I s- be, before I become a player, I like to eat. I like to watch TV on weekend. I don't like to do homework. When I wake up, I go to TV and watch the cartoon. So running is not my first hobby. And as a FIBA referee, you need to be fit. I did not realize it after 2013. Before 2013, FIBA Asia did not have a physical fitness test. You just nominated, they nominated you, and then you just go and officiate. No physical fitness test before the tournament. But I think since 2013, they start checking the referee condition. And when I was in Merely, Jones Cup, Merely, that time I was fat guy. Everybody call me fat because that time my weight is 85. And I knew that in 2 months I'm going to refresh my license in Kazakhstan 2013. So I feel that 85 is cannot I cannot pass the fitness test. Difficult, very, very difficult. So I spent 2 months controlling my food, controlling everything, my habit, exercise. So I lost 15 kilo in about almost 2 months. I lost 15 kilo. The steak, the 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 rib eyes, all the fried things. I stopped eating it, and it result 15 kilo loss. And that is the most challenge for me. And as a referee, you have to maintain the fitness. I have to maintain. That is my challenge. So every day I have to run, or if it's running, it can be my rest day. But I I will not say I will run Monday to Friday and rest on the weekend. I run every day when I have when there is no raining. But still, I have training. But still, I also fail in physical fitness test 2 times. 2 times I fail. The first time I failed in physical fitness test was in Medan, Indonesia. I think 2015, if I'm not wrong, 2015 in Medan, under 16 women. Hold on. Yes, 2016 in Medan for women, Asian
Yeah,
Championship.
yeah. I remember.
Yeah,
That's why I
and
officiated 2 times a day.
because of me. And after that fail, I was thinking, many people said, why you have the physical fitness test after your game? Because I came 1 day late because of my duty in Thailand. And I, Mr. Heros asking me, you have to have a physical fitness test. I said, yes, no problem. I have too much confidence at that time. After the game, I officiate, and then I asked Phon, is my female referee from Thailand, my colleague, to bring my running gear from the hotel to the court. And after the last game, we have the physical fitness test running alone, and I failed. I disappoint. I disappointed a lot. And like I said, I used 3 second rule, and maybe because I study law, it's a logic. I fail, nothing I can do because I fail. I think about it, and then okay, I fail because of this. Okay, so I have to improve more. And after that tournament, I fail again when FIBA start using the yo-yo test for the elite referee in Belarus 2017, the under 17 World Cup for women in Belarus. Actually, I feel that that time FIBA was checking the referee 2 times, and I passed it 2 times. But when I was in Belarus, that that morning, uh, the fitness coordinator from Spain, he stopped me when I have only 4 to 5 laps to go. He said, okay, you have enough, stop. So I disappointed a lot that time because I feel that I'm representing not only my family but also Thai referees, Thailand, and also representing Fiba Asia, SIBA, Southeast Asia, and I disappoint many people who supported me, Mr. Heros, Mr. Hagop, uh, Colonel Lee, everybody who supported me, my friend, my colleague who cheering me in Thailand or in Southeast Asia or in Asia, but there's nothing I can do. I fail, I analyze, I know why. But after that, 2 weeks after I came back from that tournament, in that tournament, luckily, I got a chance to officiate 2 games because many people fail at the yo-yo test and they don't have enough referees. So they use me 2 games. So normally they don't. Normally they don't. But luckily, I got a chance to officiate in that under 17 World Cup 2 games. After I came back, I have about 10 days before the Asian game in Indonesia. And I was training a lot, train hard, and I test myself. And I don't want to stress myself too much. So I just talk to myself positively. Just talk positive. Don't I don't think that I cannot do. Maybe I have feeling, but I have to win over that feeling that I can do. I will kill it. I will kill the test in Indonesia. I feel that if I don't pass in Indonesia, that will be my last uh, tournament in Asia. Maybe I don't know because it's a consequence. It's a big consequence. You are nominated to the Asian game, and if you cannot perform, you humiliate yourself, your federation. You think that why they spend the money on you, they trust you, but uh, you cannot perform. So I have to win over my bad negative feeling. So I have positive. I said, okay, bring it on. I remember when we have when we stay in the meeting in Asian game before the physical fitness test. Uh, when people said about physical fitness test, I said, yes, no problem. But still, maybe 1% doubt that I can make it or not. And fitness test is my most challenge. The next one, physical, is action. Action is how you do inside the court or outside the court because everybody is looking at you. You use the right signal or not, and they are they are scoring you. The supervisor scoring you, and you are representing not only you, your family, but you are representing also the country and the organization like FIBA, SIBA, and that is very big responsibility. And so the action have to be good, have to be good inside the court or outside the court. So I have to behave myself a lot. And the last thing, my challenges is the appearance. Like you can see Mr. Ibnu in my presentation. He dressed really nice. Everybody dressed really nice. And some of my senior referee or instructor or even Mr. Lubo, he, or especially Mr. Kernelly, dress code is very important. Sandal or slipper is a no. It's a no. So when I go to the FIBA competition, I brought my sandal, my slipper, but I only use it in my room. Appearance is very important because maybe you are very good, but if your appearance is not not maybe not good, maybe good, but not enough. You cannot gain respect or trust by the teams, by the player, or even your colleague. So I want people to respect me. So I have to be nice, be clean, not dirty. But in my house, my room is a mess. It's dirty because I did not clean a lot. But outside, when I go out, I have to look good, especially in the court. When I have time, I stay with the. I don't go out with the team, with the player, because I don't want them to feel that we are very close. Because if many people see that I stay with some other team, not Thailand, but I have very close friend with the Philippine team. When I have chance to officiate the Philippines, maybe I have no trust. The other team may think, you call foul on my team because this, because that. You don't call foul on the Philippines because you are close friend. But so in my mind, no sad moment, but but a challenge. My advice to 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 our friends, to the young referees, is there is no I in the word of team, because as a referee, Mr. Haja very handsome, and as a referee, we work as a group. You are not officiating alone in the court, or even you stay in the hotel. You're not staying alone. We stay as a team. We work as a team. When we have good game, we have a good game together. When we have a very bad team, the protest, we have a protest together. So if we win together. When I talk about team, it's not only three referees inside the court, but also the standby referees, also the table officials, the commissioner, and also the LO, the organizing committee, LOC, the whoever uh, have part in the tournament or in the league. We are the team. So if we lose together. If we win together. And that is my advice. You have to be like a glass with only half water. You cannot be a full glass, because full glass you cannot refill. You cannot fill something because it's always out. So I have to tell myself all the time. I have to be every day is a learning. Now I officiate in the World Cup, but I don't think I am very good referee. I can say I am a good referee, but I'm not like third class. I can talk with the young referee, no problem. I have uh, no feeling that this is a barrier. You are second level, I'm the first level. I don't have that feeling. Everybody is the same, and I am very happy to share my knowledge, my experience, and we can discuss. No matter who you are, younger than me or older than me or same age, we are the same. Because when we win as a team. When we lose together. That's all. That is all my presentation. Thank you for listening, and happy to see everybody, and we'll be very happy to answer and helping the young referee to improve. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Prida. So that is the presentation from our speaker. Hi, Dr. Pratum, how are you?
Yes.
You're
My
up
dad
here at
is
the
here.
back. Yeah, there's one of the people.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, I can see you.
Hello from Thailand.
Yes,
Big
the man
boys.
who's cycling with the bicycle to USA.
I remember.
Yes.
I think I remember we have. I think we appreciate together one time in Ratchaburi.
with Dr. Prantom, yeah? Mom?
Ratchaburi, I was there.
Yeah.
I was there also.
Yeah, with your dad, huh?
All right, gentlemen, that's the presentation from Sir Bong Pascual, Philippines, the shared knowledge and experience from Sir Jungyu, Taiwan, and Sir Prida from Thailand. Now, I would like to start opening the question and answer session. Please type your name and where you're coming from. Then I would like to ask you to ask directly to either specific speakers or three of them. If you're from Indonesia and let's say you want to ask a question in Bahasa Indonesia, maybe I can translate it for you. Then after the speaker answer your question, I would like to translate in Bahasa Indonesia as well. Please need the consideration from other referee to make sure that Indonesian referee also understand the question and answers. Then if you get a chance to ask the question, please directly go to the question. You don't need to go turning around because we need to save our time. For a moment, I do have Chris from Indonesia. Please, Chris, go ahead. Mr. Randy, would you mind unmute Chris from Indonesia?
Yes, I'm Chris from Indonesia. I want to ask him some questions to Prida directly. So, when I hear you, when you joined the first time in Fiba testing, and then you failed because you don't know about the test, about the test. So I want to asking you, what the regulation of your country if you want to be a FIBA referee? Because in Indonesia, you must be like the national referee, and then we have a pass. So if you pass a pass, you can go to the FIBA referee. So I was asking you what the regulation of your country, because if you don't know about the tax, so why your country nominating you to be a FIBA referee? Because it's a gold card or something. I don't know. I'm not asking you what type the national referee first and then going to FIBA, or it just nominate. Thank you.
Yes, in Thailand, before the regulation is you have to officiate in level 1. In that time, you have to officiate a level 1 basketball tournament. And I have been officiate many tournaments in Thailand. And luckily, at that moment, FIBA said they want young referees. And most of the referees at that time in Thailand, they're almost 35. They are getting old, and the problem is the English. So when after I officiate the level 1 tournament, and then the federation, they decide in 2008 that okay, they will send the two referees, which is me, and the other one is the female to Macau. Actually, and also my father working in the federation, so he know when is the clinic is going to have. And that time he came to me, and then I know that okay, Macau will have the clinic for becoming FIBA referees. So I said, okay, why not? I am willing. I can pay for myself. So I asked the federation that, do you have any plan to send some other referees? And they said they have no plan yet. And so I addressed myself to them. If I can go, I met the criteria of the national referees. I officiate in level 1. I officiate in level 2 also. That time we don't have the professional league. So that time I did not officiate professional league. I officiate level 1. Can I go? And the federation, they said, yes, you can, but I have to pay my own. So I said, okay, that is no problem. I can pay my own. That is the reason how I go to Macau.
How many years before you start the first officiating as a legal referee to FIBA referee? Just moment.
Officially, yeah, officially before FIBA, I have been officiate about almost 4 years.
Oh,
Yeah, almost 4 years, starting from high school, primary school, high school, and international school, and then I after 1.5 year, I start to officiate in Bangkok, and because in Bangkok they have so many games, they have international school, big guy, tall guy playing, and I after that the head of the referee they start seeing me. So they gave me a chance to officiate in, I can call level 3. And maybe fortunately my senior, Mr. Sampan, he is my senior. He also a former FIBA referee. He told me, because I was asking him, why you gave me so difficult games like semi-final and high-tech team and number 1 and number 2 teams playing. Why I'm very new? And he said, hey bro, he called me brother. Hey brother, if you want to be tough, you have to pass very difficult game. You can officiate maybe 10 game of easy game, but you will learn nothing. So you must have like one difficult game and you will learn a lot. And that time, that moment is very difficult because I am very new face in
okay.
Thailand basketball. And a lot of teams, the coaches, the player, they are older than me. And they start to bully me inside the court. When I call, they're not accepting. I remember the first game when I officiate the national game, the youth national level. I am very low book referees. Whenever they did wrong, I call a technical foul, I unsportsmanlike, very easy. And, and after that, the head of the referee, they are gave me many chance to learn, to how to say, to to sharpen my officiating like a knife. You are sharpening the knife. So they gave me a very difficult game, but not, but maybe just I am the only new face in the court, because the other 2 referee or one of the referee, sometimes we officiating 2 person and 3 person. My colleague will be very senior, so they have very few problem. When they have problem, I ask them, and
All
I
right.
got a good colleague. They support me, they protecting me inside the court. That is
Okay.
how I pass all this situation.
All right,
Thank you.
Mr. Yeah. We do have actually about 15 questions, because for your information, before we release on the chat, they send it the question through the link. Yeah. Now I would like to invite Mr. Troy Early from Australia to ask the question. Troy, are you here, Troy? Okay. Troy, Mr. Randy, would you mind unmute Troy Early from Australia?
It's done.
Yeah. Hi guys, how are you?
Yeah.
Just 1 second. Sorry.
Sure. Go ahead directly, Troy.
I just wanted to. Hi guys, I'm Troy from Australia. I just wanted to ask how you guys go with refereeing with all the referees from the different countries, particularly I suppose from my point of view outside of Asia, with the different mechanics that they might use, the slightly different adjustments to the mechanics. They may not rotate in lead or they may rotate late. How do you best deal with, and it's to all the 3 guys, how do you best deal with managing your crew to get the team? So there's no individual. How do you take the young referee and say, hey, you know, we need to move a bit faster or a bit slower. Don't rotate.
Who's the question are you addressed to, Troy? Is it three of them or?
Yeah,
any-
all three.
All
three.
okay.
Might have different experience. Yeah.
Okay. Please, you can start it. Then maybe you can start with Bong, Sir Bong, then Sir
Yes, Sir
Junyu,
Bong.
then Mr. Prida, then to answer the question.
Okay. Thank you, Troy, for the question. It's a wonderful question. First of all, I always remember what Carl Kotleba, Lobo, and Colonel Lee. And also, now we have our technical head in Asia, it's Heros. They said, go for the standard. Officiate with the standard. Officiate by the rules, with the feelings. And share your knowledge to the young referee. Always motivate them before and during the game, or any timeout. If there is a timeout, dead ball, you can motivate the young referees. It's very important because you are a crew. No matter what, who is the crew chief, it's a teamwork. You need to work as a team. Don't work as an individual. And remember, don't officiate by the feelings. Officiate what is good for the game. And I always said to my colleagues, don't officiate by personality, because if you will officiate Michael Jordan, oh wow, you officiate Kobe Bryant, oh, how can you officiate them by personalities? So don't officiate personality, officiate by action. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Sir Bong. Mr. Junyu.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. And Troy, the couple question is really big. Okay. I think I just brief one. Okay. For me, while I was crew chief, I always spend more time with my crew, and especially young referee, because you need to know what they are thinking and what they feel with the game, or the feel with the new rules or the new criteria of something unique. So we have to spend more time to exchange a lot of information about the game, about each one's personality and your lifestyle or something. So that's do a lot help to try to keep us one team. And how to adjust the different mechanics, especially in the FIBA games or in the FIBA tournaments. I think we just keep the basic, and we just focus on all the basic. What is basic? It's the 3PO, IPO, and your rules interpretation, and try to scout in as more information as you can do, and share all the things to your crew, and try to maintain the consistency. Okay. For me, how to get with the young referee. For me, I think don't blame him. Just inspire them. Try to do their best and try to make decision. Not only just watch, but to try to make decision by their own. Even that decision may be wrong, but try to inspire them, and encourage them, and bring them to the next level. That's all.
All right. Thank you, Sir Junyu. Mr. Prida, you would like to something to add?
Yeah, thank you very much for the question, Troy. And Swadikap, Mr. Supong. He is also a FIBA referee from Thailand. And
So about
from your question, in Thailand we have a problem to some, especially me, when I have when I am a crew chief and I have to officiate with somebody that older than me, and because in Thailand older people always right. The senior always right. And many people is not happy when you go and tell them, hey, you do this wrong, and you have to go this that. So my propose to them is not to blame, like Yu Yong said, not to blame the partner, the colleague, but to cheer them up, to share my knowledge. Maybe I have a knowledge, I have experience. They do this, they do that, and we can get along together. And like Yu Yong said, we have to scout the colleague. You have to understand your colleague, who you can talk with, or who doesn't like you to call in that area, or who you want me to help, who doesn't like help, something like that. And for me, just sharing and cheering, but not to blame. And after the game, we can discuss sharing the experience, the knowledge. And like Bong said, we go with the standard. We have the same rule. We are using same mechanic, same rule books. So if we go with the standard, it must be same. Whenever you are European, American, maybe some personality, some style are different. But if we follow the same standard, we will have no problem.
Okay, Mr. Prida, thank you. How is it, Troy? All right, so before I continue for the next question, I would like to translate a little bit for our Indonesian referee. Jadi ada pertanyaan dari Troy dari Australia, bagaimana jika seandainya kita mewasiti dengan partner yang dari berbeda negara, beda standar budayanya, beda standar knowledge, contohnya pergerakan rotasi segala macam, kita memang berbeda, bagaimana mengatasi hal ini? Jadi dari Mr. Bong Pascual, dia bilang kita harus kembali kepada standar dasar rules-nya. Ya. Kemudian mewasiti itu harus merupakan teamwork, jangan sendiri-sendiri, jangan mewasiti berdasarkan feeling, juga jangan mewasiti berdasarkan personality pemain, tapi mewasiti berdasarkan aksi, kejadian di lapangan. Gitu. Kemudian ditambahkan oleh Sir Jung Yu, habiskan waktu lebih banyak dengan partner supaya bisa bertukar knowledge, bertukar pikiran, bertukar latar belakang supaya mencapai kecocokan. Kemudian untuk mengadjust perbedaan mekanik, go to basic, kembali ke basic dengan 3% officiating, ya, rules interpretation, peraturan, ya. Kemudian untuk berhadapan dengan wasit yang lebih muda, jangan menyalahkan, don't blame, jangan menyalahkan, tapi lebih banyak mensupport yang referee, mensupport wasit-wasit muda. Demikian juga yang disampaikan oleh Frida, hampir sama, hanya dia menambahkan kalau di Thailand ada kebiasaan wasit senior itu hampir selalu benar, hampir sama seperti di Indonesia, maka yang dia lakukan adalah tidak berusaha menyalahkan wasit senior ketika mereka memang tidak tepat, tapi lebih banyak men-sharing pengetahuan dia bahwa ini yang dilakukan oleh orang-orang di sana ketika saya bertugas di internasional. Kira-kira seperti itu. Okay, I do have a next question from Donald from Indonesia. Then after Donald, I would like to go to my list from another 15 question. I would like to go to Julio from Jakarta. So Donald, please go ahead. The question, and to whom are you asking the question? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. So the question it will be for three of them. So hello, Sir Yujung. Hello, Prida. How are you? Long time no see. Hello, Pare. Long time no see also. Hope you are all healthy. So the question is, what makes you always motivated all the times? Because I believe that there is some moment that we feel stressful, we feel unmotivated. Do you have any tips for everyone here? Because I believe that there is some limit that we feel, okay, I give up on this time. I don't want to officiate anymore. I don't want to go to the higher level. What did you do to keep still motivated? Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Donald. First of all, of course, what motivates me a lot is the support of my family, especially my wife. Yeah, without this, I don't know.
It's very simple, Bong.
Yeah.
Okay, my
All
turn.
right. That's it. Nothing from Bong. Yes. Rita Junior, you can step in, then you can jump in.
Okay, I think why we just become a referee, because I believe we all love basketball, these kind of sports. So for me, your question is about the personality, because for me, I'm an engineer, so I want to do everything in the best way, and the best way I could do that. So just like officiating, as a referee, you need to set your standard, you need to set your goal and try to achieve it and try to meet it. So for me, I think that's my personality to motivate my behavior and motivated a lot of things, especially in work, in the referee life. So you need to maintain your ambitions and maintain your your mind. Try to try to try keep working forward. So for me, I think that's my personality. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
From my, yes, from my side, same with Big Brother Bong.
Ah,
I use
you just
use the
copying.
family, and I have
No.
extra.
Yeah.
I use Facebook
Facebook.
to motivate myself, because I keep looking on my friends like Bong, like Yu Young, the nomination, and their pictures, that refereeing picture, and I said to myself, I want to be like them, and that keep me running every morning.
All right. Okay, I would like to translate a little bit from Donald Indonesia. Dia bertanya bagaimana caranya memotivasi diri kita setiap waktu. Kadang-kadang kita ada di satu titik bahwa kita sudah jenuh, sudah down, dan sudah menyerah. Bagaimana membangkitkan motivasi itu lagi agar tetap selalu ada motivasi. Dari Bong Pascual, very simple, sangat simple. Keluarga, terutama istri, adalah motivasi yang paling utama. I know Bong Pascual is very religious man, is very loyal. That's something that I really admire about Bong Pascual. I really admire that, Bong. So, istri adalah motivasi beliau untuk tetap memberikan motivasi agar tetap berada di dunia wasit. Kemudian kalau Jung Yo, ini terkait masalah personality. Dia adalah seorang engineer, ya, ahli teknis. Jadi yang pertama, dia selalu berusaha memaintain ambisinya agar tetap ada, tetap berambisi. Kemudian mindset harus tetap, dan keep forward, harus tetap berusaha untuk maju. Kemudian kalau Prida, hampir sama dengan Serbong Pascual, yang memotivasi dia adalah keluarga. Itu yang membuat dia tetap termotivasi. Okay, that's
Ibnu,
the...
Ibnu,
Yes?
can I speak more?
Yes, sure.
I'm not only looking at Bong and Yu Yong, also Donald. He are top 3x3. And one day, if I stop officiating and I become a 3x3 and I want to be like him,
Yeah.
he motivating me, inspiring me. Also, I look at Haja,
Yeah.
Budi from Indonesia, all top referees, friends, and Wing, all my senior, and sometimes I also look at young referees. We have good pictures. So
Ya, jadi
all of that motivating me every day.
Jadi Prida juga memiliki cara untuk memotivasi diri sendiri adalah dengan melihat teman-teman koleganya. Karena di setiap teman kolega itu pasti ada sesuatu yang lebih baik dari dia. Seperti contohnya Donald di 3x3, dia memotivasi dirinya agar tetap eksis, sehingga nanti kalau sudah berhenti mungkin 5-5 bisa pindah ke 3x3 gitu. Dia juga berusaha melihat seperti Bong, seperti Yujung, supaya nanti suatu saat dia bisa seperti kedua senior ini. Jadi teman sebagai patokan agar dia termotivasi. Oke, So now I have a go to my list from the question. The question from Julio from Jakarta. Julio, are you here? Okay, I read it the question. The small factor who can bring a bad performance during officiating the game. How do you avoid this situation? Then what is your routine to increase the confidence during the game? Each one of you can answer the question or even add it. Please.
I just throw that away from my mind.
Okay.
I just move on. When I did something mistake in the game, I show the wrong arrow or call a wrong foul. Maybe it's not a foul. I just throw it away from my head and keep on with my team. Maybe I have a good colleague who support me the whole game, throughout the game, and colleague will help. We will help you a lot on this. But from myself, I just think you can make mistake, but if I make mistake, I will not make it again. If I call the same thing, I will make it better and make it right.
Okay, that's from Frida. Anything from?
Okay, as an experienced referee, okay, I would like to share you. If you create not good, not bad call, okay, don't forget a self-talk. Talk to yourself. Motivate yourself. Every time. Okay. Look what is going on. Okay. Don't look. Don't call what is not everybody or anyone can see. Look or call what is good for the game. Because some referee they call just, I think we need to use the microscope. That's why every time I said call what is the obvious one and forget about the marginal contacts.
Okay, from me, totally agree with the bone, because we need to let everybody, the audience, know what we are doing. So we need to call the obvious one, not the minor one, even you need the microscope. Okay, and from Prida, my advice is just trust yourself and move forward, but just write it on the spot. After the game, you need to find it out, figure it out, and fix it out. Okay.
All right. So the second question is how to boosting your confidence, your routine, guys. What is your routine to boosting your confidence before the game then?
Number one is scouting. Scout the players, and familiarity also with your partners. Who is your crew for tomorrow's game? Okay, you need to have a meeting in the morning. If the game is in the afternoon, you need to talk. 3 of you or 4 of you if you have the standby referee. Okay, you need to motivate each other, to be familiarized with each other, to be at home. Okay, let them talk. If they wish to share something, let everybody listen to him. Okay.
All right. Anything else, guys? You want to add? Or same thing? Then okay, then I'll translate for everyone. So ada pertanyaan dari Julio. Apabila kita membuat sebuah kesalahan kecil, namun ini menuntut kepada penampilan yang kurang baik dalam pertandingan, apa yang harus kita lakukan? Pertama dari Sir Prida jawab, lupakan kesalahan yang sudah kita lakukan, namun jangan diulangi ke depannya. Jadi tetap fokus dan kita masih punya 2 partner yang kalau memang ini menjadi tim yang bagus akan saling membantu. Yang kedua dari Sir Bong Pascual, jangan lupa self-talk, memotivasi diri sendiri, bicara dalam hati diri sendiri bahwa yang sudah lewat, gitu. Tetap berusaha memotivasi untuk sisa pertandingan ke depannya, kemudian jangan melakukan call yang tidak ada orang yang tahu apa kejadiannya. Call yang obvious terjadi, yang pasti terlihat terjadi, jangan marginal contact, semua marginal contact di tiup. Jadi hanya call-call yang orang bisa lihat apa yang terjadi, itu yang di-call. Jawaban Sir Jung Yu hampir sama dengan Bong Pascual. Kemudian untuk apa yang dilakukan rutin mereka ketika untuk meningkatkan kepercayaan diri sebelum pertandingan, scouting ya bersama dengan kru, kemudian dibahas kalau pertandingannya sore, pagi bicara bagaimana timnya seperti apa, kemudian share knowledge, biarkan kalau ada yang mau bicara silakan bicara sampai selesai. Pada intinya saling share informasi untuk meningkatkan kepercayaan diri menghadapi pertandingan selanjutnya. Oke, so next question. This is for Bong Pascual. How you're dealing with the pressure after the bad call during the game, and the coach are protesting about your decision. And unfortunately, this is very respectful coaches. And unfortunately, again, the next game, you're gonna officiate his game again. So how you dealing with this situation? Let me translate first, Bong, the question for in Bahasa. Bagaimana kita menghadapi pressure dari pelatih, kebetulan pelatihnya juga sangat pengalaman, sangat dihormati, kita membuat bad call, ya, kemudian coach ini protes terhadap keputusan kita, bagaimana kita menghadapi situasi ini, dan sayangnya pertandingan besoknya kita mewasiti tim yang sama dari coach ini. Bagaimana kita menghadapi itu? Alright, Bong. Thank you, Bong.
Thank you. The pressure is always there. Remember, every game, normal game or a hard game, the pressure we always felt the pressure each side because we are just a human. How to deal with the pressure? Okay, if you create a wrong call or if you whistle the wrong call, okay, and then there's the coaches or the spectator are yelling at you. You need to listen at them. Okay, don't argue with them. Just listen, and you can tell them if there is a video or after the game, you can say, Coach, we will watch the video after the game, and I will come back to you when we see. And the next day, luckily you will officiate the same game. You can talk to him in a polite way. Coach, I reviewed the game, and I saw that my call is not acceptable. So I will ask an apology. It's my bad. It's a wrong call. They will accept it according to my experience. They accept it because remember, when you are inside the court, it's a matter of just closing your eyes, just blinking your eyes. You decide. Not like in the higher court. No, Prida, he is a lawyer. But when you are in the court, how many years or how many months, how many days they will make the decision. But if you are the referee inside the court, snapshot, you have the decision. That's why they will understand if they understand the rules of basketball. They will admit if you ask them the apology.
All right, thank you, Bong. Let me translate it. Jadi yang dilakukan oleh Sir Bong Pascual adalah dia akan mendengarkan komplain dari pelatih tanpa arguing, tanpa membantah. Jadi dia akan mendengarkan dan kemudian dia akan menyampaikan, oke, coach, saya akan lihat kejadiannya nanti, review lewat video kalau ada videonya, gitu ya. Dan setelah pertandingan saya akan lihat videonya, akan saya lihat apakah call saya itu tepat atau tidak. Kemudian kebetulan karena besoknya mewasiti tim yang sama, setelah kita lihat apabila memang kenyataannya memang call-nya tidak tepat, maka bicara dengan sopan, polite, ya, dengan polite kepada coach. Iya coach, bahwa call saya nampaknya kurang tepat, ya. Jadi kalau memang pelatihnya ini mengerti peraturan pertandingan, maka dia akan menerima. Kenapa? Karena keputusan yang dibuat itu adalah keputusan dalam sepersekian detik. Dia memberikan analogi bukan kayak Prida. Kalau Prida itu pengacara, untuk memutuskan sebuah kasus bisa waktunya lama, bisa berbulan-bulan atau minimal berhari-hari. Tapi di basketball kita memutuskan dalam hitungan sepersekian detik. Jadi apabila pelatihnya ini memang paham peraturan bola basket, harusnya dia paham dengan apa yang disampaikan, ya. Dan kita juga memang harus mengakui kalau ada kesalahan, diakui dengan baik-baik. Oke, itu pertanyaan. That's the question from Arizona, from Jawa Barat. Now I'm go to the next question. For three of you, what next after you retire from this officiating world? That's from Arnas. The question from Arnas. What next for three of you then? You can start it, anyone.
I think we need to start with the young one.
Okay, Vida, you're the young one. The longest one may be the road.
In my opinion, I can be a commissioner or instructor or the TD.
All right.
As long as they still want me.
Okay, that's from the Sir Prida. But Commissioner TD is too much already, Prida. All right, Sir Jung, you're next. Sir.
You doesn't need me.
Okay.
What next?
Okay, for me, if I can't officiate anymore, I will try to be an instructor.
Instructor.
Yeah, I want to share and share everything what I learned and what my experience. So I think I will try that, but you know, maybe while that time, maybe 12 years later, maybe there will be a lot of instructor right there.
All right, Sir Bong, how about you? Meanwhile, you live in the two world now.
In my case, as
You
long
living in
as
two
my
world already.
yeah, in my case, as long as my federation like me, dahil Samahang Basketball of the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas, as long as they like me to be in this job, okay. But in Fiba, right now in Asia, I am one of the instructor, the clinician in Asia, and right now I stopped refereeing here in Manila because I'm the referee supervisor and technical officials, technical head in PBA. That's why. Do you believe that since 2018, okay, I only officiated in FIBA sanctioned tournament. I officiated only in World Basketball, and after that, I concentrated in PBA. I'm only watching the game. I don't officiate anymore. I don't run inside the court. I run on my own. I run in the morning. Okay, for the young guys, keep working hard. Push yourself. Okay. Every morning, if you have a time, at least 30 minutes, 3 to 5 kilometers every day, you can run. But because of our situation now, you can do your workout inside your home. Okay, stay safe.
Alright. So pertanyaannya dari Arnas, apa yang akan dilakukan setelah retire, setelah pensiun? Prida said kemungkinan akan menjadi pengawas pertandingan atau technical delegate dan wasit instruktur. Sementara Yujung dari Taiwan juga memiliki keinginan yang sama, mungkin jadi instruktur wasit di negaranya. Sementara bahkan Bong Pascual sudah menjadi instruktur wasit untuk Asia dan dia juga menjadi technical director di PBA. Jadi belakangan ini bahkan untuk 2 tahun terakhir ini dia sebenarnya sudah terlibat di PBA sebagai technical director. Dia hanya mewasiti pertandingan-pertandingan tingkat dunia Jadi sudah nggak lari lagi. Maka lari hanya sendiri. Dan dia juga berpesan untuk wasit-wasit muda, paling tidak setiap hari lari paling nggak 30 menit. Ya, untuk wasit-wasit muda paling tidak setiap hari menurut dia gitu. Ya, tapi karena sekarang kondisi lagi kurang bagus, maka dia sedikit agak mengurangi. So that's the question and the answer. What next after the return from Arnas? Okay, the next question. The next question is from Anik. Maybe if you do have any favorite quotes to motivate yourself, any special quotes to be shared here? If it not, then let it be.
I can do it.
Okay, I can do it. That is a simple quote, Frida.
Yes, very
Okay.
simple.
Yeah, I can do it. Mr. Yu Jong?
For me, I'm the best.
All right. Yeah, that's very simple. I'm the
Yeah.
best. Mr. Bong?
Chicken biryani.
Chicken biryani. Oh.
What is this? The fish. Gurame.
Gurame. So, yeah, Anik from Jatim, quote favorit dari Frida, you can do it. Kalau Yujung, you are the best, I'm the best. Bong Pascual, any fish then. He ate any fish. Dia makan segala, dia cuma bercanda, dia nggak punya quote favorit, tapi dia sudah bisa berada di sana. Kemudian,
Bebek.
Bebek. Yan Shui from Malaysia. I have Yan Shui from Malaysia. Are you still here, bro? You can ask directly to any one of them. For Yan Shui from Malaysia, please. Oh, he left already, maybe? He's still here? The question is how to confirm the zero step about traveling. How did you define how to confirm a zero step? That's the question from Pon Yang Shui from Malaysia. Anyone please can answer, or three of you?
Okay. We cannot see in the rule book.
This year. Yvonne?
Yeah.
Can you speak Pon Yang Shui? Mr. Randy, would you mind give it to Pon Yang Shui? Unmute him.
Hi everyone. I'm just sorry, I'm quite ashamed because I'm just a national referee. But okay, my question is, I still a little bit confused about the zero step. Zero step, how to define the zero step, and when we will call it as zero step? Because every time I think we got different perspective. That's my question.
You cannot see the zero step in the rule book. It's only the 0, 1, 2 count in the rule book. It's only for the instructor words, or to make it easier for the referee how they said how to say the travel rule. Okay, for the zero step in the game, this is how the ball comes to rest. When the player or the dribbler picks up the ball, that's the zero step.
Start.
Okay.
Okay,
For
you,
this
please. Yeah. If you want to add, please.
For this question, I agree with Bone, because actually in the reality, we don't have a zero step. The zero step is only in teaching. So the question should be how to identify the first step. So for me, even the rules just change a little bit in the description, but for me, the first step is much more important than the zero step, because you need to identify and make sure when the ball come to rest on the hand, and that's the judgment from the referee. So don't just push around about the zero step. Just focus on what's the first step and what's the situation. It's during the possession and you got the ball, or just you finish the dribbling and you try to hold the ball. That's a different situation. So just the different situation and then make the judgment.
Prida, Mr. Prida, anything else to add, sir?
I like the answer from my colleagues, Big Brother Bong and Yuyong. Like Bong said, when the ball come to race, that is the instructor use zero step, the feet that stay with the ground. Like Yu Young said, yeah, look for the first one, the first step, because the first one will become the pivot foot. And both of them already answer. So I for me, stay with the basic, because if we talk about the word too much, you will confuse. Sometimes confuse yourself. And for me, just like Bong said, when the ball come to rest, and Yu Young look for the first one for the pivot foot. For me, that's all.
Yvonne, so is it clear, or you like to make sure all the answer? So basically, from all the speaker is when the ball come to rest of your hand. Then yes.
Okay, I want to add something.
Okay, sure.
If you are not sure, don't call it.
Okay.
Leave it to the
Let
game.
it go. Just let it go.
Okay. Thank you for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Yvonne. Okay, actually our schedule should be finished at 2:30, but we still have a few questions. Can we finish about 5 more questions? Then, yeah. So the next question is from Tomohiro-san Hosada from Japan. Please, Tomo, just directly speak up to the speakers, all of them. Tomo-san.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yes.
Long time no see, and so I appreciate to attend this meeting. Yeah. So I have a little question. So, what kind of training for mental training for you in the coronavirus situations?
All right. Anyone?
I think for this question we need again the young one.
All right. You still fit then. So the question: what kind of the training are you working on? The physical, mental, and knowledge. Please.
Self-talk. Keep motivating yourself. Like I said, looking at the senior and dreaming. I want to be like them and believe that you can do it. Motivating yourself, like Bong says, self-talk. I can do it. I can do it. And I can dream big. But today I start small, and one day I want to be big like them.
Wow.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I know you. I know this question from you. That's typical. Okay. For me, I will try to starting. How to starting? Starting rules, starting mechanics, and try to make every details in your mind. And that's the first step. And second step, you need to set your goal. You need to set your target. And third step, you need to find a way to achieve it That's the 3 step of myself. And of course, in nowadays, you can through the training your body to try to make you stronger and stronger. And trust me, the appearance, the difference of the appearance, the change of the appearance will change your mind as well. So maybe I think this couple ways you can try.
Thank you.
Okay, I agree with my two friends here, Frida and Jungyu. But for me, the best is the discipline, the attitude, because it's very hard to run alone, to have your workout every time you are alone. It's very hard. Team workout is very easy to motivate yourself, but for training alone it's very hard, especially my age now. That's why I said it's the most important is the discipline. You need to sleep early, wake up early, discipline yourself, and listen to your senior referees. Don't forget, okay? Your feet is still in the ground, and your head is still small, not big.
Yeah.
That's very important.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Tomo-san,
Yeah.
how is it?
Yeah. Yes, it's
Is it
very
helpful,
good.
sir?
Yeah. Yes, I'm very satisfied. Thank you so
Arigato.
much, guys.
Guys,
Arigatou gozaimasu.
guys,
Okay, now I have
guys,
3,
guys,
4 more
Ibnu.
question.
Ibnu,
So this question for you, Jung.
Ibnu,
Yes.
Ibnu. When you
Yes,
have
sir.
when you have self-talk, you don't talk at the bus stop. You talk inside you.
Let's spit it out, huh?
No, don't talk like very loud in the public.
Yeah. Okay, that's the question now from Yudong, from Randy, Jakarta. How many times you been fail when you have a goal then fail? How many times you are failing? Then how you dealing with this and finally you got on top then?
Okay, this is a really nice question for me because I think what I talk about the goal and the target, it's not just the tournament like a FIBA Asia Cup or the World Cup or Olympic. It's not only the simple thing, but in your mind. So how many times I fell? I think I always fail because I need to control my weight. I need to control my food, my body, and that's what's the discipline from bone. So you will always try and fail, and the only thing you can do is just moving forward. So for me, I always talk to myself. Okay, now I need to try, and I need to do it right away. Even fail, okay, restart. So for example, my weight. So I need to control my weight, control my body to regular into strap. So I always fail, but I have to try all the time. So just don't give up and try to keep the discipline and set a new target, new goal, and try to achieve it step by step from the small one to the big one. Okay, that's all.
All right, thank you, sir. So basically, the answer is very simple. Discipline, don't give up, set new goals, starting from the small to the biggest one. So that's how to overcome the failure of Mr. Yudong finally on top. It's really, really nice for the young referee then. Now the question is for Sir Bong Pascual. It's from Sugianto. What should we do if our partner have a problem with the coach? Maybe specifically a problem with this one particular referee then. What should we do as a partner then?
break the mechanics. Forget
Right.
about the mechanics. Sometimes if you think that every time your partner is with the same position with the coach,
Okay.
and still he's talking with your partner,
Chasing him.
and chasing him, saying something, and you cannot give you didn't give him any sanction.
Yeah.
So I think you need to break the mechanics, put
Right.
him on the opposite side,
Right.
and fuck this coach.
Okay. Somebody
No,
should
no,
be take
just,
step
just
up.
kidding. And give him talk to this coach,
Okay.
and if especially if your partner is a new one or a junior referee,
Okay.
you can always talk to the coach and tell him that, hey coach, please give him a chance. Give him a chance to officiate. Okay, don't yell at him, don't question him, because how can he learn if you always questioning his calls? Okay, I do it many times. It's very effective.
Okay.
Give him a chance, coach, please. And if I give him the warning and he don't stop, I give him the technical foul.
All
I
right.
penalize him.
All right. Okay. Let me translate it because this is very technical for young referee. So dari Jateng Sugianto pertanyaannya, apa yang harus dilakukan apabila partner kita nampaknya bermasalah dengan coach secara spesifik, secara khusus bermasalah. Jadi yang pertama dilakukan oleh Bong, jawabannya adalah dia mengabaikan mekanik. Bagaimana caranya kita taruh rekan kita yang bermasalah dengan pelatih ini di posisi seberang dari si coach. Jadi setiap terjadi rotasi berusaha ditaruh partner kita ini di posisi yang berlawanan dengan posisi coach. Kemudian coba bicara kalau jika memang ini adalah wasit junior atau wasit baru di antara kita, coba bicara dengan coach, ya sampaikan kepada coach, tolong kasih kesempatan, ini wasit baru. Gimana dia akan bisa mewasiti dengan baik kalau setiap keputusannya dipertanyakan, selalu di pressure, ya selalu ditekan. Kasih dia kesempatan untuk mewasiti. Kalau sudah berbicara dengan baik-baik, ya disampaikan, kemudian coach masih tetap melakukan, ya kita harus berani ambil keputusan, penalize, kasih hukuman kepada coach tersebut. Ini berkali-kali sudah dilakukan oleh Serbong dan cukup efektif untuk menangani hal itu. Gitu. Itu jawabannya. Alright. So this last two question is relating, and this is for three of you. There's two questions actually, but it's related. So I would like to put it into one question. The first question is from Yamin. This is one of the former head of referee in one of our province. How big the appreciation from your federation to successful referee like you guys? Do you receive any appreciation in any ways? That's the question. The second question is from Arnas. Is relating with the federation. How is the recruiting system in your country, especially about the young referee? And what do you think? Is it your federation doing a good job in terms of recruiting new referee and doing a good job to support this young referee? That's the question. Number one from Yamin. What do you guys receive any good appreciation from your federation? Then number two, the recruiting system from your federation, are they doing a good job and so on? Please, anyone, you can answer because this question for three of you then. You, John? Or you
No,
want to start first, Bob?
I think this question is from the older one.
Okay.
Of course, our federation is very proud for our achievement, and they are very supportive. Okay, especially when remember when I started my refereeing, I start with the federation. I don't have any other federation, only the Basketball Association of the Philippines and the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas when they changed the name. And they are very supportive. They listen to us. Okay, but of course sometimes they cannot please everybody.
Okay. The situation in Taiwan it's a little different from Philippines. I have to say our federation, they do a lot of work, but they're not in the specs in referees. So now we want to set the new system and some kind of evaluation to the young referee. But now we will still try to figure out how to establish a new system to try to help more and more younger referee. And for our achievement, maybe I won't use achievement because that's also our personal goal in life. So our federation, they will say, okay, yeah, Yong, you just go to the World Cup. Good job. That's all. So I think that's because of the different culture. But I and some senior referee now we try to change this kind of situation in Taiwan, and I believe we can change their mind and change their mindset and philosophy, especially for the referees, and to make a good future. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Prida.
Yes, in Thailand, I have, like Yu Yong said, and Bong said, we cannot please anybody, everybody, 100%. Somebody maybe don't like you, but mostly, I trust the federation is very proud of us. Like Mr. Natapong, he's one of this group also. He also my senior and FIBA referees. We support each other. We help each other a lot. Sawadee krap, Pinat. And Supong also, and then we help each other a lot. We have a conversation group in in Thailand. We use social media. We call Line. We have a Line group, and we share the information. But we don't have like a big celebration when I go to the World Cup or somebody go to the Asian game or Asia Cup. We don't have that kind of celebration. But among us, we sharing each other. We send, hey, congratulations on Facebook, on that. But the federation, I believe and I trust, they're very proud because we have one delegate from the country, or one or two or three that involved in some big tournament. Is very honored to not only to the referee but also to the country. So they must be very, very proud of us. And for the developing plan, now we are having like the social media group that we are sharing the rule information or rule discussion or anything about refereeing or playing or game or anything. And I think, yes, we support each other very well.
Okay,
That is Thailand.
the last question is about the recruiting new referee. Are they
yeah.
doing a good job, and how is it going in your country then, recruiting the new young referee?
Yeah. Right now we are lack of young and potential referee. We are under the recruitment, and also some colleagues here like Michael Tolentino is also a commissioner and a former FIBA referee. Edita Boticario also a active FIBA referee. Payberas is also a young potential FIBA referee. All we need is all we need to do is to be honest with the or to be loyal with the federation. Right now, we need young referees, and we are preparing for the next FIBA examination, but still we are searching for it. We have some FIBA referees also, but they are old. They or maybe they need to quit someday, like me.
All right. Sir Yudong, you like to add
Okay.
something from the Taiwan side, the
I
federation?
think we have another little, I think a big difference from Philippines because now, because of the culture, usually in last 20 years, if you want to become a FIBA referee, your age usually over 32 or 33. That's the average age. So now we want to change this, and especially to fit the new FIBA system. So now we are seeking the younger people and who just interested in referee, and try to bring in more resource and more details and the information, and try to set the crew and just like what do we do now, and have a meeting or the training regularly. But now everything is under structure, so we will see.
Rida?
Yeah, for the recruitment in Thailand, we have a lot of clinic. Like one of my friend, Mr. Natapong, FIBA referees, he worked at the university and he organized a basketball referee clinic every year. And he have been organizing this kind of clinic for I think almost 10 years now. And many university in Thailand, we have a lot of young and potential referees. A lot of university have uh, referee clinic, and that bring all these young and potential referees. They are just waiting to have chance to officiate big tournament. That's all. All we need is to give them a chance and let them to have a good experience. And one day, I believe we will have a lot of referees,
Right.
very potential referees. But
Amen.
yeah, the federation, they are doing good job. They support as long as we ask. If we ask them for the support, they like to support. They have the program, they have the working group to go around the country to have clinic to help. They are doing good job, and because of the social media, the globalization right now is making us better because it's everything is easier. We just share on Facebook, we just share on the Line group, and that help the learning.
Okay. Alright, so Pak Yamin dan Pak Arnas itu jawabannya. Setiap federasi berbeda-beda untuk penghargaan. Seperti di Filipina memang sangat suportif federasinya. Di Taiwan agak sedikit berbeda karena memang konsentrasinya di hal yang lain. Di Thailand federasinya sangat bangga, tapi memang tidak ada selebrasi sangat berlebihan. Sementara untuk pembinaan wasit muda di tiga negara ini strukturnya sedikit berbeda. Di Filipina sekarang agak sedikit kekurangan wasit muda, maka mereka sedang berusaha untuk mencari wasit-wasit muda. Sementara di Thailand memang agak malah lumayan banyak karena fungsi media sosial. Sementara di Taipei juga agak kesulitan karena memang beda sistem. Nah, before we would like to end up this, we have Mr. Nobuo Hashimoto here. It is very rare chance to speak up. Mr. Nobuo, would you like to share something to all the young referee here to motivate them what next for them Please, sir.
Hello. First of all, thank you so much for allowing me to join this event today. I'm feeling the Asian referee is getting better year by year. So this event is for useful and valuable for young Indonesian referees. Thank you so much, and terima kasih.
Thank you, Mr. Hashimoto.
Yeah, Pascal-san.
Thank you, Hashimoto-san.
Yes, thank you so much. 谢谢。
不客气。
カップか。
Unmute myself, sorry. We still have 1 minute. There's one more question coming. When 2006, this is for Mr. Bong, when your federation been suspended, that is the lowest part of your career, is said. How did you motivate this situation and then survive on this situation?
Yeah, I thought it was the end of my career as a Fiba referee when we sanctioned by the Fiba. Luckily, because the PBA is there, the PBA hired me. I think it's before the end of 2006. That's why I overcome all of these trials.
Okay, that's the answer, Ipung from Kalbar. I would like to say on behalf of the committee, Awaba, the organizer, I would like to say thank you for all the speaker. Sir Bong Pascual from Philippines. Unfortunately, time is up. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. Actually, we should be finished at 2:30, but we extend another 30 minutes. Sir Jungju from Taipei, Sir Prida Mume from Thailand. We really appreciate your precious time to share with all the young referee. We're really thankful for that you are give us time for that. And thank you also for Mr. Nobu Hashimoto, who's willing to spend the time with us for the young referee, to support the young referee to grow. And of course, thank you for the committee who's preparing everything, to all the participants who's willing to listen all the kind word and good motivation from the successful referee. Hope will become to you for everyone. Now I'll give it back the time to Randy as a committee. I'm really sorry for anything that I say wrong. Yeah, thank you. Then I'll give it back to Randy. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Sir Ibnu. Thank you so much, Sir Bong Pascual. Thank you, Sir Yungju. Thank you, Sir Frida, to be a speaker in our development activity. I hope this is not the last meeting, yeah, because we will continue to make activity that are intended to build basketball referee to be a more development. And I hope we can meet again in the next activity. And thank you so much to all participants for joining in this webinar. Thank you so much for all the Fiba referee. I apologize if there are many mistakes. Terima kasih untuk semua partisipasi. Maaf jika banyak kesalahan. Salam hormat saya kepada para wasit senior, para wasit Fiba. Terima kasih Mas Harja, Kak Donald, Kak Ari, Mas Johan, dan teman-teman wasit nasional Indonesia, dan semua wasit bola basket di Indonesia. Insya Allah masih banyak kegiatan Awaba Development yang akan dilakukan. Saya berharap semua bisa ikut bergabung di kegiatan selanjutnya. Thank you so much. Mungkin untuk sesi terakhir kita adakan sesi foto untuk dokumentasi. Maybe for the last session we have photo session for the documentary. Yes.
Would you mind turn on the camera, everyone, because we like to have a photo session with the committee.
Yes, and then if I say
it's because it's an honor to be taking picture in the same frame with the idol referee. That's why they're asking the photo session.
Yeah.
Would you mind? Yeah.
If I say a referee, everyone will say one team and show like this, one team. Okay. Okay. Sorry. I can unmute all. Sorry, I can mute all. If I say referee, everyone say one team.
One team.
Okay, repeat.
One team.
Referee, one team.
One team.
One team.
Hold on. Thank you so much for all. Thank you so much, Penelli.
Thank you so much, Randy.
Thank
you, Awaba.
Thank you, Sir Bong Pascual.
Hope to see you again. Thank you.
Yeah, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for everyone.
Thank you, Pare.
Long time no see, Edita.
Jungmin.
Terima kasih.
Frida, salty kita.
Thank you.
Hope see you someday, Troy.
Jung, my big brother. Thank you.
Jackie, long time no see, Jackie. Jaja, Jaja. Lagi di mana, Ja?
Bye.
Where's Jaja?
Ya, unmute ya. Chungming, nice car, Chungming. Bye everyone, thank you.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you, bye.
Iya.